Hello, everyone. Welcome to this morning's episode of Let's Chat About Wax. The subject will be about swaps. Some simple, helpful tips, food for thought, things that will just help make your swapping experience much more agreeable and pleasant. As you can see in the video, we have two different boxes. So basically, for anyone that watched this video that is new to the wax world or just happened to stumble across this video, a swap is basically when two wax addicts come together and decide that they would like to trade. So it's basically like when you were kids, you traded comic books or baseball cards or things of that nature. That's what swapping is. You're basically taking something from your stash and collection and you're swapping it out with someone else, and that's how it goes. Here's some things to consider when you are doing your swaps. Choose your swap partner wisely. Do a wax reference check with a trusted wax buddy. This is not to tarnish anybody. This is not to, be taken into a catty direction. Again, pick a person that's in the wax community that you formed a pretty reliable and trustworthy relationship with. Get in contact with them. See if they've heard anything about XYZ, because you get contacted in your inboxes through Facebook and through YouTube, and you get invited to do swaps, and sometimes you don't know the character of that person. So do a wax reference check with a trusted buddy. Choose your partner wisely so that hopefully everything will go well. Another thing to take into consideration is just because you may see someone's video or photo images uploaded or posted in wall posts doesn't necessarily mean because they have good wax in those photos or videos that they're willing to share that good wax with you. So if you do that reference check, find out from a buddy or two, hey, have you heard anything or checked out, work with such and such and such before on a D-stash or something like that? Can you vouch for this person? The person able to tell you yes, no, or I'm in a particular group and someone was very irritated with a box that they received, and then you can make your own judgment from there. Another thing to think of is when you guys decide to, let's say, person A contacts person B and say, hey, would you like to swap? I've saw some things that of interest to me from your photos or a video you've done, and I really would like to trade with you because I feel like I have some really, cool things to offer. Okay, well, talk about with that person what their likes and dislikes is, but go a little bit more in depth. Probe each other just a little bit. Don't got to go too deep, but find out, what vendors they have or have not tried, what vendors you have not tried but would like to try. And I think that would be a good foundation to you guys building your box. It gives you something to work off of. You don't want to send someone that may dislike berry scents, berry. So you want to find out in general what they like and what they don't like, what scents they tend to gravitate towards and what scents they absolutely know for a fact they hate, or what scents they kind of think they may not like. And let me tap into that may not like. You can send them something in that may not like category, but send them a couple of pieces, because that means they don't know. And 9 times out of 10, they haven't bought that scent because they're not sure if they would like it. So you can use swaps as an opportunity to stretch one another's wax palette. All right. Try to send wax that is no older than 2 months. Again, this is, we all pretty much come up with 6 months as the time frame that nobody wants to exceed with buying or purchasing or selling wax or whatever. And so let's try to keep that in mind when we're swapping. Don't go get that Nicka Giovanni old wax and it's only got a month or a couple of weeks left of shelf life in it. Send someone something that if they want to put it up on the shelf, forget about it for 45 days. They're not in jeopardy of having wax that is old and dated. Oh yes, this is a good one. I know that some of you guys you have pets, and your pets are they're like your family members. If it's possible, and some of you guys may already do this, you store your wax completely in an area or in a room or up high where your pet families can't get a hold to it. That's wonderful. For you guys that let the animals, have free will, and free reign in your home, repackage your wax. It is very unpleasant to receive pet hair mixed with the wax. This is not to offend anybody. This is just to point out things that is happening that no one may realize, perhaps, that is just not cool. I don't want pet hair in my wax. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to melt it. I'm going to throw it away. So it's a waste for both people. Decide if your wax swap box is private or public. That means, are you guys going to do this just between each other and you're not going to post or video record what you received? Or you're not obligated to do so? Or you're going to make it public? You're going to announce it in certain closed groups that you're a part of, or video, if you have a channel here on YouTube, that you're going to do a video covering what you received. Set a shipping date. Decide, what date you guys want to ship the box. I've only done swaps 3 times. The first 2 times, it was kind of up in the air. I sent my package out, the other person sent a package out, and it was a little disorganized. Say, you know what, hey, we're gonna agree on Tuesday, July 9th. And that's the day that we're going to send our boxes out. And let that be the day that you both actually have, the post pick it up from the front door. You go into your local post office and you both are able to provide tracking numbers to each other on that box. So I've had an incident where I sent my box out and it was no guarantee that that box from the other person was coming to me. I moved so soon and there was a gap and a delay and I wasn't sure if I was going to get anything back in return. So yeah, select a date, honor that date amongst each other. The next thing on the list is pack the wax securely and take sneak peek photos for one another. I know the element of surprise, and a lot of people say, oh, surprise me. Be careful what you wish for. I have, out of the 3 times, one of the times that was not a very good swap for me at all. And it really discouraged me. And I didn't do swaps for several months. I just recently did one with Christy Irvin that went well. And when she asked, I was very reluctant, not because of her, but because of my past experience. I got burnt. So there we go, back to that wax reference check and doing a photo. And talk out. Don't say, oh, I'm going to send you 25 pieces or we're going to do 18 pieces and leave it at that. You can get 18 pieces of unpleasantness sent to your house. So be clear. Another thing you want to be clear on, and that's the point of why you're looking at 2 different type of boxes. This is a medium flat rate. I just grabbed something really quick. This is a a regional A. They're not the same, folks. Agree on what you're going to mail out in. If you're going to do a medium flat rate together, then you both should do a medium flat rate. That's what's keeping it fair. Don't one person send a medium and another person sending a regional. Not cool. If you find as you're packing the box that you're you're starting to put things where you're growing out of the original agreed size, go back, inbox, call, text, whatever rocks you people boat, and get in contact with each other and say, look, I'm starting to add so much, Susie, that hey, I want to, I'm going to have to make this box larger. And then that will let the other person say, no, stop at the agreed size, or yes, go up, and I will go up as well. If you have a case where I sent a medium and you sent a regional A, then you guys need to approve that amongst each other, because right there, that can start a problem. I mailed you out this size and you mailed me this. Right there, that's an unevenness. Let's keep it moving. Please, with the camera. Make a phone party. Set up a time where you guys can talk and agree to open the box together over the phone, or even inbox each other. Set up a time. Hey, my house is pretty calm and quiet at 8. Are you up at 8? Sure, I'm up at 8. You want to make this a swap party, and you and that person can get, a drink, a wine, iced tea, whatever. This is just a suggestion. And you guys can communicate, okay, I'm opening up the box. Oh my God. And again, just because I show you, and I'm going to do like this is what I'm talking about with that sneak peek photo. This gives the person a visual of what's coming to them. It shows the variety, and it gives them an idea. Okay, I'm not packing my best, but you might not be packing your best. You're able to see what is being built for each other. Trying to move quickly, you guys. Try to swap items. I know I kind of said it, but I just want to reiterate that. Try to swap items you haven't been able to try or since you've longed to try. Let's say you've bought a good little bit of front porch, or you bought a lot of candles from the keeping room, but there are certain scents that you've always been curious about. Check with that person. That person may have it, and that will make your swap even better, because they're sending you the things that you've always been curious about, but you did not want to make that financial leap and purchase because you wasn't sure if you would like it. One of the last things I want to touch on, and then I'll end the video, is discuss things like candles, scoopables. Decide if you're going to send full-size products in this, never been used, or you're going to leave candles and scoopables out of it. Another thing you can think about, too, with scoopables is this is how one of my swaps sent me a scoopable. Very smart. They took a container and they put some of the scoopable inside of the container, and they shipped it that way. That way they were able to keep majority of their product, but they were able to provide me with a sample size. This is a company, by the way, that I've never purchased from. Adjust the camera. Never purchased from. And don't know anything about. So this was very good for me to be able to receive this. And this is ample. Again, let me show you the insides. This is ample enough product to determine the scent throw and if I'm going to like or not like that vendor's wax. So I hope I've covered everything for you guys, and just, take some of the tips from the D-Stash video from last week, incorporate that with this, and you should have an excellent swap. Make sure your boxes have variety, and again, send the person something they have not. Try to send them what they don't have. If I got a Cabbage Patch Kid, I can't remember the you guys know which one I'm talking about, the ugly ones, the Garbage Pail Kids. We had trading cards. If I got you know, the one that used to have the stuff running out of his nose. Don't send me that one. I got that one already. So try to send each other what you don't have already. Even if it's the same vendor, try to branch them out. And of course, you know, you want to make the box fun and you want to make it have variety. I think that's all. I'm sorry, I was trying to stick at 6 minutes. Boo, I didn't get to do that. But hopefully this will make doing your swaps fun. Have a blessed day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.